Earth Day was first celebrated back in 1970.
Some say it was the birth of the modern environmental movement. Here on our Earth Day, life before the first Earth Day was a lot more wasteful. Americans were using a ton of leaded gas through inefficient cars. Smoke and sludge was pouring out into the atmosphere without consequence. Mainstream media, America, was mostly oblivious to environmental concerns for pollution, threats to human health as well.
And then came the 1969 oil spill in Santa Barbara, California. The massive spill sent at least 3 million gallons of crude oil into the ocean. It killed thousands of marine animals and created an oil slick 35 miles long along the coast. And after the spill, there was a huge push for earth conservation efforts. A junior senator from Wisconsin wanted to infuse the energy of student anti-war protests with the emerging consciousness about air and water pollution. He recruited a young activist, Dennis Hayes, to organize teach-ins on college campuses, choosing April 22nd as a perfect time in the school year to hold them. Hayes went on to found Earth Day and is now the CEO of the Bullet Foundation in Seattle, a Pacific Northwest foundation focused on urbanizing the planet sustainably. And we should note it is named after the founder of King 5, Dorothy Bullitt.
So how have things changed since the first Earth Day 52 years ago? Some things for the better, some for the worst. 5 things we've noticed here, according to the New York Times. Has done a lot of research on this. Oceans are warming, of course, not a good thing, according to scientists. Back then, all eyes were on river temperatures. Today, the big concerns are our oceans and temperatures rising compared to the atmosphere and the land temperatures. Look at the temperature of oceans, according to NOAA. A main reason we now know global warming. That brings things like melting polar ice caps, depleted coral reefs, and stronger hurricanes. One good thing, though, since the first Earth Day, eagles are soaring to record numbers again. In 1967, they were listed as endangered, and one of the major legacies of Earth Day was to strengthen the Endangered Species Act. The bald eagle has definitely rebounded by going from 487 nesting pairs in the 60s to more than 11,000 today. Another bad thing that's been happening, you've heard a lot about, rainforests are being destroyed at an alarming rate. And that's a bad thing because they're home to at least half of all species on Earth. And we now know just how critical they are to our climate of the planet. In 2018, about 30 million acres were lost alone, which is, of course, just horrible to even think about. There are fewer oil spills, believe it or not. Despite some horrific images we've seen in the recent years, the number and volume of spills has actually shown to decline in some cases very dramatically. According to this recent congressional report, you can see the number of volume of oil and incidents has been depleting really around the world, which is of course, a good thing. And of course, another thing that we've been watching over the last 52 years, the ozone. For years, since the first Earth Day, scientists warned about hairspray and aerosol gases. They were contributing to ozone depletion. Today, we know how important that protective layer is for us. NASA says there is a sharp decline in ozone depletion.